Hij is gewoon eigen jas.
Thank you. How's everything?
What's our speaker do?
What do you have to say?
What's our
You
speaker
have something to say?
What is it?
These are the first people that were nice enough to show us early.
What is it?
Mazel tov to the honeymooners, to your parents.
Many more.
Many more. Thank you.
Wonderful. I don't think they were surprised.
You don't think
They
so?
don't believe that they were surprised.
You weren't here. How do you know? You weren't even here.
They wanted to go out tonight. They wanted to go out tonight, so they came to see Alex. They wanted to know what kind of food he makes. Just so happens it's fresh food. Steak chicken. You made it tonight, right, Alex? It's not left over before Shabbos. I assure you it's fresh. So is Alex. He's fresh also.
Thank you, guys.
Impromptu, I did not prepare. I was at 4 minutes to talk, okay? The parents, should be a lot of nachas by them, by the children, by the Einiklach. We should only always meet on Simchas.
Amen.
Now, to give a little Torah for us, I have a good friend, Pinky Reed.
Sing a little bit.
He's a professional.
First of all, I'd like to wish the host and hostess, Suri and Moish, who prepared such a beautiful Suda for us in honor of Chavie and Shmilu. And the truth is, they've spoiled us through the years. We only expect the best from them. They should see a lot of nachas from all their children and the kuras in a few weeks. So the interfering by the kinder with freiliche Herzen into the Chippe.
Right.
Jetzt will ich mir das nachschauen. I was thinking, good of the whole reden, what topic, what subject, was English, I should base my few words on. So first I thought, they take the first portion of the week, the erste Pusse, man fragt the Kasche, the Emchet and then somehow they tie it into the Simcha. But I found it a little difficult the first parsha, Pusik is Eile told us Yitzchak, Avram Hoyle to Yitzchak, the team is ladies, we guys see the Sita. Eile, der Rebbe, da kann ich in Tatschen told us meint man, ich kill them, man meint man, Teure, the Rebbe, well, maybe that's the reason why after 3 minutes we all fall asleep, I guess, teachers. And I thought maybe I'll look a little further in the parsha, and I'll find something which lends itself naturally to the occasion. So I started peeking after Shlishi, who's guide for it. And I want to tell you, I found something very interesting. Very interesting parshas are start after Shlishi. For example, next week, Yankov went up about Shuvah, and he had a dream, Maluchim went up and down, up and down. You look after Shlishi, great big love story over there. In the Torah, not that, it's in the Torah. Torah says, Ruchel heute, you fast Torah, fast Torah, there was this beautiful girl, Ruchel. And our Torah has nothing against beauty. Avruam, all of our Remuas, all of them married beautiful women. As a matter of fact, the erste Halucha, the erste Din, in Shulchan Aruch, in Hilchos Kedushin is, a person is not allowed to get engaged before he sees his color. Because maybe when he'll see her, he'll find something which he finds unattractive and he won't like her, and the Torah says, so anyway, let's get back to the story. And Avram and Yaakov Avinu, a finer Rebbe of the old time, Shivaman wanted to marry this Ruchel. But he had someone to contend with, the Luvan, not an easy customer, the Vetter Luvan. Luvan said, listen, fine, you want to marry my daughter, I'll say, 7 years you work for that. You don't get Ruchel just like this. See a difference between the father-in-laws of then and now. The minute they get engaged, they get rings, bracelets. After 3 years after they're married, the father-in-law gets the courage to go up and after coming at the friend and the team, 7 years. And there Yaakov Garbuch, like he himself told his father-in-law later, Sheva Shurim Avadatichu, morning and night, winter, summer, schwer gearbeitet for the Ruchel. Comes after 7 years, and Reuven pulls a quick one on him, Tim the Chatananach, sends in the other sister. And well, you don't know the story, what happens afterwards. Yaakov works another 7 years, and Asher says, Ma, the Shoynes ben Minna, Vayavet, Oit Sheva Shurim Achaydes, the 7 years of work with the same Mesiras Nefesh for Reuven, all for Ruchel, for the girl of his dreams. So you have to learn after Shlishi. That's the key. Look, this week's parsha. We learned what we read this Shabbos. Starts off, I saw it, the Storm, the whole big deal. They had $400, $200 until they finished their business after. But you come after Shlishi, that's where it is. It's something which is important for all of us. A parsha of Shedichim. Man sieht a Kind, they're looking for their daughter for a shidduch. Wo sieht man in a shidduch? Something which is important to all of us. Maybe 10 years ago it wasn't important, but now it's very important. Now, look at shidduch, for a shidduch, put in a shidduch. Listen, let's not kid ourselves. We're all middle-aged people. But Tuli shows him himself, but that is where we are. You know how I know middle-aged people? I was at a wedding a few weeks ago. And the Chus and Kala come in, the Chippe, the Yichitstiebel, and the big smile from the beide coming around, and they say, for the first time we introduced now, it's also a big smile from year to year. You expect, you ever see a picture taken a year later? Kindness, you can't get them together for 2 minutes. I'll let them know about the Chafan. Anyway, Kind, gut gescheit. Wie halt das? Oh, that's what the sport does. Okay, let's go back to the love story. There was something which bothered me a lot when I was learning that parsha of Yaakov Avinu and Reuven. It says, the Pusik says like this, he worked for her 7 more years, and the Torah says, and these 7 second years seemed to Yaakov Avinu like a mere few days for his great love for Ruchel. Now, let me ask you, I couldn't sleep all night. It bothered me. How is this if somebody loves somebody and wants somebody? For example, we have here a young couple, Tippy, right? No. Tippy, the husband is not here. Every minute that she's waiting for him, it seems like an eternity. We know our Torah is Torah, and every word is truth, right? So how does it say that it's a contradiction? If he loved her so much, how is it that all these 7 years seem to him like just a few weeks? It should be just the opposite. It should have seemed like forever. This kasha also bothered a disciple of the Vilna Gaon, the Dubna Maggid. And he says like this. And it's a very important yesod, which I want to share with you, and I think we'll all be able to take this along with us afterwards. He says that ahava, love, he said it's ahava, love, the way the world knows it, the way we're used to seeing the Goyish world to say ahava, that's really not a true love. For example, we see sometimes two people that are inseparable. You can't untangle them. But what's the end? What do we see in the Goyish world? After the novelty fades, after the physical attraction fades, we all know the statistics, the divorce rate in America is about, I think, 70%. So it shows that this ahava is not a true ahava. Because that kol ahava, that's tluya b'dover, is sofen ein soifel is kaim. This cannot be lasting. And why is that so? So he explains, because the emes is that that's not ahava. Because he never really loved the other person. He loved himself. The other person is just a means for him to fulfill his own satisfaction. And he brings a sample. For example, someone says, you like steak. You like the steak? You like yourself. You don't like the steak. It's just a means to satisfy yourself. So that is not true ahava. True ahava in the Torah sense is when Yaakov Avinu goes and he knows that he is going to build now Klal Yisrael. He is going to be the Shiftei Kor, the 12 tribes of Yisrael, which for Doiris and Doiris they are going to be Klal Yisrael. And he is looking for a woman who should be his helping mate and who should be able to bring up these children with Mesiras Nefesh, with Yiras Shemayim, with Midas Toivos, that she should be this woman that should be the mother of Klal Yisrael. And this is what he sees in Ruchel. He sees her outer beauty, but he also sees in her what Shlomo Melech says in Mishle, in the Eishes Chayil, when he talks about the woman of valor. What does it say there? Gemalati toy. If someone does her good, she repays the good deed. She gets up in the middle of the night and shows devotion to her husband and to her children. It's a house of tzedakah v'chesed where they do good deeds, selflessness for the community and for people all over. And it says, Sheker achai v'hevel ayoyfi, isha yiras Hashem, hitis halom. And the Vilna Gaon asks, what does it say? Al Pidigdik, it should say, Isha Yiras Hashem tis halal. That is the true shvach, which you should praise the woman. But he says, Sheker achai v'hevel ayoyfi, only if it's by itself. If it's, as we said, it's not with an inner beauty. But Isha Yiras Hashem, then he tis halal. You can also be Mishabeach, the Chain, and the Yoifi also. Because as I said, Torah is not opposed to beauty, but it also has to be coupled with an inner beauty. And this is what the Torah says. And he brings a raya. It says, Vayi be'enov kiyumem ba'achudim ba'halusai oisa, because it was a true love for her, for what she stood for her ideals, for her midas toiva. It was love for her, not like we said, just a plain physical love. And therefore, in the context of doiris and doiris, it was like a mere yumem achudim. And this is what we see in this week's parsha also. When Magai Bashadichem, the most important thing is when you're boy bayis, all midas are important. But what is the kava machriya, the important yesoid that a bayis should be built on, that between husband and wife it should be a happy and successful marriage? The yesoid is what it, like Avraham told his Eved, the one that will say, Shesei v'gam l'gmalecha Esther, the one that will show the midah of selflessness, of chesed, of rachmanas, that's the one that's right to be boina abayis b'Yisrael. All this introduction I'm just saying is because this is mamish what we could say about our Shmilu and Chavie. After 25 years of marriage, now is the time when Torah says this has been a successful marriage. after bringing up children, Bederach HaTorah, building up children, idle Kinder, Woile Kinder, Nalbatische Kinder, Teure Kinder, and after they're building a beautiful house, but that house is also an inner beauty in that house. It's a house where there's always chesed, which goes out from that house, and tzedukah, which they do for Aniyeh Amcho, Aniyeh Ircho, Aniyeh Eretz Yisrael. This is the time, the emes, when the real Mazel Tov comes to them, and I would like to wish them, in the name of all of us, I'm sure, that they should be Zoiche Vater, to see much nachas by all their children, and von einer von anderen, und wir sollen sich alle zusammen mit Shem Vater zusammenkommen auf Simchas bei der 50th anniversary.
I'd like to make one note. This effort tonight is a joint effort by Matan as well as Suri.
I don't think it came out. As soon as it looks like it might happen.
I got a call about a week ago from Matas, and Matas looked at that Sachir that he wants me to talk. I break Matas, what is the Chiyah? Chiyah means you have to do it. I took a look that after 17 years being Shchaim from Chavie and Shmilu and Chavie, I'm saying it both ways so there's no problems. So he says 17 years after schon als Schuchen, als good neighbor next door to each other all these years, but that was not good after. That is 17 is convenient thought. Thought means good. In the Ochtige Sedra steigt, and being that our friend Mr. Pinky Rees so that wegen Shlishi, so it's not vorgesehen the toilet, Pinky, so there's no problem here. And it's okay if I repeat the same thing you said, no Pinky, no problem. But it's at Hamasa, there was a story once, a Maggid, a größer Amuritz, but he had to make Pernusa from saying speeches. Again, Rebbe Einikl, learned it as he can, but he was a speaker, he was able to talk, but he couldn't learn. So he went to one of his relatives, again like größer Talmud Chochem, and the Rebbe, mit Kinder, I have to make a living. The Rebbe is aber Choslen, and wir sollen mit der Suchen al Drusha, aber es müssen wir ein bisschen Teure drin, ein bisschen Stickel Negides, ein bisschen Charifes. So he goes to his relative, and it takes him about 2.5 years. And they put together a Drusha Pshetel that is absolutely fantastic. So he gets an appointment to go to Varsha, which is the Greste Stut in Polen, geht hin auf Shabbos, ganz Shabbos kommen zusammen alte mit der Chum, they sit down, stellt sich auf. 1.5 hours, so the Charifes, as it Megidas, and the oil really but mamash ruhe gas for them. And the Shabbos, they pay him the way a Magid has to be paid. On his way back, he says to himself, he's passing some other town, on the way back to Ungarn. We'll soon get to Magyarország, don't worry, we're not there yet. We're starting in Varsha, then we're working our way down. So the next Shabbos, he figures he's made the expense anyway, that they're stopping in a kleine stedelijke machen noch ein paar Groschen, and um dezelfde Drusche dat noch einmal. So he comes to the small town, again, there's the Mechaber, there's the Charuk, and Nuchalina starts a hope, and as he gets up on the podium of the bima, he looks around, he sees that the word got out before Shabbos, that they found out in Varsha that he's not going straight back to Magyarország, he's stopping off here in Kleinstädtel. So as I was saying, in Shabbos, they walked over, they sat down. The one here again was Rav Suzuki. speelt zich op, Sven Goyshech. Hij zegt dat it's not everything you reach is kind of Hitler. And he figures the doctor him is out the drusha. He says, what about a boy side? En zoals wissen, als Kuli gemacht met een gewehen naar grootste stoet in de Warschau. Ik heb gezocht, een teure, met een schettel, met een oor gehad. Tomer meint es, als ich von ihm sage, es ist ein kleinere Drusche, es ist eine andere Drusche, forget about it. I'll say the same Drusche I said in Warschau. And this way he got away with it. Aber damals, die Woche gewesen, die Uhrzeit von Besucher da auf Welserhof, auf der Woche der Gesedde stellt sich, Pach war Schlischi. Steht dort bei Ikach Oevet, das Leser genommen, Asura Gemala Migmala Adoinov. He took 10 gemalim, 10 camels from his Zaten von Avruah. Und steht, Vayayach, gegangen. Danach steht, was Chol Tiv Adoinov Biyudai. He took alle Sachen in seinen Herren in his hand. Steht weiter, Vayukam Vayayach. Zweimal steht Vayayach. Stellt sich, was Rosich ist so klein, wo steht das zweimal Vayayach? Steht schon, dann Asura gemalim Vayayach, wo steht weiter, noch einmal Vayukam Vayayach. Dan zoekt so, als de Shem van Kfitze Sadeirig is 17. Wieso is het später steht, wenn ein Leser die Zahl der Maße für Lubanen dort in Besiel, hat steht dort in Beubei, Hayam el Huoyen. Der Tasche mekanische Kopf zwei Uhrens. Der Tasche von hier, von Beubei, Hayam el Huoyen, this is gewähnt the Kfitze Surens. Now, if you look at the gematria, the Ubay is Vur, Hayam is Hay. Tell the rest of the jede Nacht in zusammen, wie viel is Vur and Hay? That's 11, right? So back it up again. The Ubay, Hayam, El is ein 12. Huoyen is noch einmal, Hay is noch einmal 5 bis 17. So the Besucher da, the Ubay, Hayam El Huoyen is 17. 17 is the Shem of the Kfitze Sadeirig. It is a Pshat, sagt Wiegach, wo even das Sure gemalen mit Gemala Adoino, bei Jahre, die wollen gehen. Wieso ist sie gegangen? Statt es kalt Tiv, Adoino, Tov, ist 17, ist bei Judah, die geht in der Hand. Also ist schon das Shem in 17 in der Hand, ist schon bei Jukam, ist gestanden, bei Jahre, also ist gegangen. Das ist wenn die Kfitze Sadeirig. Is all, this is 17 years, 17 years we're together with Shmilu and Chavie, neighbors. What could I manage about? It started when we got together. But wenn wir können suchen, der Mischte steht, als damit man sagt, eines, so weiß man, als es Neuach bebriert, kol Shriach abrias Neuchemene, ist Riach am Buche Neuchemene. Und heißt auch Gottlieb, wir können suchen, sei, aber wir gehen weiter Riach abrias Neuchemene, wir können suchen, Buche Neuchemene, Menschen friedlich geschmiss du, in der Zduke, mit der Gesuhen, die alle gibt, Sachen, die Klajuke brennt, Kavusat, der Leser eben der Beruam, danke, gemacht das Simen, die Gemala Adoino. Sogt der Luschen Gemala, und der Luschen Gimel das Heiße. So gehen wir eine andere Simone, weil ich denke, der Luschen Gemala Adoino, das eine sagt, der Heiße, das ist der richtige Simen als der Zayin. Not enough felt was that, we'll finish the titles in a second, then we get to the real stuff. I gotta get the titles out of the way. Avruah gesucht bei Leser, Vesikach Isho, the B'ni B'Brais Kanani. Don't take away from my son from the B'Brais Kanani. The words, Asher Noiche Yoshai B'Kirboy. Stam so Moshat, was ich wollen zwischen sein. Aber ich mir da, ich bin später, wenn Leser die Zeit, die ganze Maße von Ruben und Bessiel, auf den Stein dann Asher Noiche Yoshai B'Arzo. Steigt das Yoshai B'Kirboy. Aber hier da Asher Yoshai B'Kirboy Pshat, als es gewollt von Nehmen, in the B'nais Kanani, weil the Asher Noichi is Yoshta B'Kiba. The no thing out of Noichi. There was no Kibbutz Chesed. There was no Ahava Achavarayis, Banur Machavayra. It was just strictly 100% Asher Noichi Yoshta B'Kiba. It doesn't even sing out. But Baruch Hashem do by Shmilu Kamazun, again, like Pinkery said before, I like to have a speaker before I can refer to it. It's easier that way. As Baruch Hashem, Shmilu zei nicht die Sachen. Ich kann da kein sagen, wir suchen 17 Jahre, ich kann da sein, wir seid zu Tukeg, wir sind Chesed. Und dann sind wir auf Singal, schon gesucht auf den Badal bei Mitzvahs, in so einer Chashev, oder Shmilu Gottlieb. Wir sind Chashev, in gemacht. But anyway, now that the titles are over, I have to get to the real stuff from the Zucht. There's a couple of Shmilu stories and a couple of Chavie stories, but I want to start off with a Shmilu story. It's a small story, Shmilu, just a little agonizing, not too bad. I heard the story. I embellished a little bit on the story because sometimes the story is not clear. You have to add a little bit, just a little bit. The way Shmilu got engaged to Chavie, we all want to know that. Everybody wants to know, how did the shidduch come about? And the story goes that in Crown Heights, Mr. Berkowitz was doubling the same shul as Shmilu and his brother. If the story is different, Shmilu, you can straighten it out. But once it goes on record, forget about it. This is it. And what getan sind gestoire, and we gemacht a circle. And at that time, the English Chavie, it's given the 56, I think that was the right year, Shmilu, 56. But there's a getan sind gestoire, and wat sich als ein bisschen zivilde wird, and all of a sudden one of the Ingelad gave, as a dancing, Shmilu gehabt as a, right in the stomach, one of these elbows. That's just, listen, I'm just telling you the story the way I heard it. Now, he comes as that, so then Shmilu falls down, he can't catch his breath, he's doubling over, he's turning blue. Anybody runs over to Shmilu, they throw a blanket on him and a towel, and they pick him up, put something under his head, and they look up, and an old man bends down, and he says, excuse me, are you comfortable? I mean, Shmilu looks up and he says, thank God, I make a living. But Be'emes, Shmilu apologized that maybe he got hurt by hitting him. This was... but his Shver saw that he was more concerned about somebody else. This is the story they say became a shidduch. But anyway, after the story about Hashem and Chassan, but you see, Shmilu is a very nice guy. I mean, Kaimelish, you never heard, there's never an argument. I mean, whatever you want. Shmilu, yeah. Shmilu, you want to, you take it, yeah. Anything is, yeah, no problem. I mean, it's not... Anything, I mean, but Shmilu, you can't get him upset. So anyway, this is after a couple of years, Chavie got fed up with that reputation. He says, you know something, Shmilu, you got to get tough. I mean, this is not really, Shmilu's like, you gotta get tough. And Shmilu says to himself, you know something, you're right, I gotta get tough. How do you get tough? I mean, where do you start? So anyway, Shmilu made a decision was made, and usually when buyers come in from out of town, and I could be admired to that because I have the same problem. And this is a story, this is one of the top Shmilu stories, the first top Shmilu story. Shmilu is picking up now a buyer at the airport. What could I do for nothing? There's more wine. Now, so Shmilu is picking up the buyer at the airport, and now he's going to show he's tough, absolutely tough. Sitting in the car and pulls up, and usually in Manhattan you have these problems where they knock on your window, they wipe your window, they want a quarter, they want to know. Shmilu's going to get tough. The car stops, banging on the window, he's not responding. Guy looks up and he says, oh, Mr. G, you mind opening that window? Me is knocking on the window, please, you got to open it. No, I had enough of this. I am tough. Not opening window, that's it, I don't care. I said, Mr. G, it's embarrassing, just pull it up. I am tough, I'm not opening the window, that's it. Mr. G, everybody has to pay toll, please, roll it down and pay it. It's tough to be tough. Now, we also have a little Chavie story, just to balance out the story here. Chavie, you ready for this one? Chavie was shopping for which Shmilu for antiques. This is the first house, not the second one, the first one. You can't talk about the second one because I met with Schleifrig last week and I said that it's too bad he was not involved in building the Beis Hamikdash because there wouldn't be a Chorban Beis Hamikdash. Never finished. So anyway, Chavie finally ended up, and I saw it personally, they finally bought the first antique in the house, antique shopping. That's the chandelier, which is the antique, the letter of authenticity, And a bunch of these crystals came along with it, all, authentic. Anyway, 2 weeks later, Shmilu comes home, Chavie's not home yet, and lo and behold, there was a robbery. And half of the chandelier is missing, but the other half didn't have enough time to unscrew and take out of the house. Only half is missing. All the crystal of the chandelier is also gone completely. Shmilu calls the police. The robbery unit comes down. They're filling out the report. And about an hour later, as the report is being signed by Shmilu, lo and behold, Chavie walks in. I don't know how to explain this, but all the crystal and all the bars missing from the chandelier. I can't exactly explain how Chavie was wearing it, but she says, if I'm going to pay money, I want to wear it. Chavie, you forgot that story, don't you? Any more stories, or this is it?
That was enough.
Okay. In closing, I want to wish Taka Mazel Tov, Shmilu and Chavie. And like I said before, it seems that every time we get together, it's at Simchas. Emet Shem's gibt noch a Simcha, like Pinky said earlier. So I want to wish a Mazel Tov for the ganze Mishpucha, for the Kinder. Matas, where are you? Matas! Thank you for putting it together very nicely. And I'm not talking of Simchas, I get the right.
Such a good job. Behind the oilam. And then everybody knows that it's Malki and Hesh's anniversary.
Malky's speech. I let him speak. No, now you get it.
I'm not sitting.
Sippy, get the coffee thing out of the website.
Shall we give you a drum roll or what?
On the wrong side.
Turn it upside down. Ooh, gorgeous. decided that alcohol is very appropriate.
Where's the joy?
Well, she hooked up against. I need a battery pack. I don't know what this is. The battery. This is the battery. This looks like this. I'm waiting for it to come back. Ooh, wow. Why should I help you? It looks like this. On the front, on the right-hand side.
What's next?
And for each silver souvenir gathered on the day, your wish will request the source to come.
Everything except that. Put it back. Put it
I'm next. So where's
Okay.
Once you can't get me the battery pack?
What are you gonna bring out of it? What are you gonna bring out of there?
No, I'm running out of film. Let's go. I'm running out of film.
Nice paper.
What is that? What is that? The wooden. The wooden. It's right in front. Come here, look what I'm looking at. It looks like this. It looks like this.
Next guy. What's this? Next guy. Next one on the line. Yeah. Next guy.
Hungarian, and Hungarian.
Mike. Microphone.
The golden Hassan, you got a gold one.
And this is something you like to put on your house.
Okay.
What language will I be able to read it? Spanish. It's Spanish. Nobody will read it. Mr. and Mrs. Gedalia. Yeah! It's the letter to read for us. Read it, Marcus.
No, it's too long.
Just put it on a slide and put music to it.
That one is too long. Just open it.
Okay, quiet. Don't record yourself.
Just open the gift. Finish.
Oh, I should read it to everybody. Dear Shmilu and Chavie. Dear Shmilu and Chavie. Giddy and I are privileged to be here tonight, sharing with you
I only have 20 minutes to fill.
your 25th wedding anniversary. Hope the next 25 years will be as good and rewarding as the past. We would like to be here together again with all your dear ones in the year 2013.
You figured it out.
Alex, you got a date also?
You use your fingers, your feet, what you
Let's not forget to mention your sister and brother-in-law, Suri and Moish, who are, Baruch Hashem, busy with their simcha, but have not forgotten about your 25th wedding anniversary and put this beautiful party together for this occasion. Family, I'll take you anytime. Also, let's not forget to mention the grandparents who are schlepping.
You didn't miss anyone, did you? I am there. Stepping.
Schlepping now.
They always She don't schlepping. She don't schlepping, girls. Wait, I missed that. Okay. They always gave and all their children and grandchildren with much love to the Antonia.
Very nice.
Two doors down, one more. More doors. More doors.
Look at this.
Where's the other one?
It must be there. What else?
Mom? Mom, you took the other one? Here.
And each one.
Don't push anything. Just look inside. It's recording right now. Just keep it on there.
It's coming.
Next guy.
Chavie, wave. Tape is in. Wave.
The tape is ending. No, I'm gonna take another tape. Can you get me a tape? Listen where it is.
Who is doing the what with the chandelier? You also want the chandelier?
In the top, Debbie. Oh, when you open up on the upstairs, you turn the top thing.
See, I never installed this one. And on the baby, it's gorgeous. That's from Miri Schreiber.
Can I see what that is? Can I see it? I want to see it.
Leave it.
Oh, it's not open. No, that's
Gorgeous.
That's the who?
Were you the only Esther here? Didn't go without.
All right. You got more, you got more, you got more.
We'll be here all night.
We'll be here all night. Okay, and
Well, doesn't want to be here till 2013. He said so.
Yeah,
That once you open the present, that.
Pick up the out.
That's it, you finished.
You trust me? Could you go back and erase something?
Mazel tov to Shmilu and Chavie. Great going. We're reserving the date in Mitzvah for your 50th anniversary party. Love, Mandy and Esther. All right. Wow.
Yeah, you didn't even say it yet.
Wow. It's not.
Oh, I never had one of those.